All right, guys, we're gonna go over kind of the stages that people are gonna go through for this Big Ben Poker WOD. I'm wanting all the gyms to be consistent on this. It'll make things run a lot smoother, and I think people know what to expect when they get to the next location and be able to really go through it fast. So when someone comes in the door, you probably wanna make sure they sign a waiver. So we're gonna have a front desk person, that you should too, who all they do is check people in. I know we talked about being able to look at their phone and see if they've donated or make sure they give money. To be honest, I'm just gonna trust them. If they say they've donated, fine. Just make sure they sign a waiver and then give them their card. Right, this is the card that they're going to take with them. So I would like to have their first and last name written on here so that if they win, I'm not running around trying to figure out which one is Brittany. Right, we need first and last names on this in order to make it work. So you'll give them their card and then you'll tell them the next two things they need to do. One of them is to go sign up on a heat, and the next one is to go to the warm-up area. So let's go talk about the heat sign up. What you want to do to make sure this runs smooth is figure out how often you're going to run heats. So for Coda's workout, we're going to have a 10-minute cap. We're going to run heats every 12 minutes. So we're going to have all the times written down here, down all the way down the side, that we're going to be running heats. And then we're going to have 20 spaces that people can work out in those heats. So as soon as they got here and they got their card, they would come over here and write their name in, and they would know what time they're going. At that point, they can go to the warm-up area and just kind of be able to hang out there and get ready. So the warm-up area, we're going to have one coach there, and we're going to have something written up on one of these whiteboards that just kind of tells them, some generic things to do. We're going to have kind of a designated area, so it keeps them out of the way. No big deal if they don't do exactly what you want them to. I don't really care. It's just something to kind of get prepped for the workout. The warm-up coach will kind of keep track of people knowing, hey, here's, the next workout's happening in 2 minutes. You know what heat you're signed up for and all that kind of stuff. Make it flow logistically. Now, then we'll also have a coach who's in charge of the actual workout area. So, they'll be running the clock. They'll be able to see the sign-up board and make sure we have the right people out here. Keep track of their heat so that they keep on time, be able to make sure it runs smooth. So, they'll 3, 2, 1, go. They'll get to do the workout. When the workout's over, they'll restart the clock, reset equipment and all that kind of stuff and make sure this stays on track. So as soon as the athlete's done with the workout, they're going to take their score sheet and they're going to come over to the dealer table. Now, this is where things get a little bit more complicated. Right, as the dealer, you might have everyone coming up at once and you need to, give cards to everybody, or you might have people who finish the workout early, so they come up and you can just deal out one card at a time. Whatever works best for you, I don't care, however you guys want to do it. So, dealers, please make sure their first and last name is written on there. And then however you want to deal them with a card, if it's one at a time and they want to draw one, that's fine. Or if you have, 20 people up here, you just need to line them all up and start going through and give, athlete 1, athlete 2, athlete 3, athlete 4, athlete 5, kind of down the line. So let's say that, I have athlete 5 here and I'm going to write their card number down, right? So they got an ace of spades. This is the Coda location, so I'm making sure, I'm writing it in the Coda spot with the Coda workout. All I'm going to do is, write a big A and then, pretty well. I need to be able to tell what it is. God, that is not very good. Draw a spade. Fill that sucker in, right? So that when we look at this later on, we can make sure we know what the card is, right? If it's a club, make it look like a club. If it's a spade, make it look like a spade. You'll get a lot of practice in this. Now, in order to make sure someone can't just go around and write their own stuff in with a black or red marker, I want a little signature in the bottom right corner of each card from the dealer. So that way I know that that was the actual card that they drew, right? And so since they've only gotten one of these, and you don't get 2 of them, right? You're not allowed to go through this twice. We're only getting 1 of these score sheets. They have to carry this to the next spot and then be able to do their, get the next workout in and get the next card. Okay, so after they got this, you can tell them, hey, here are all the addresses. Make sure you go to the right spots. Here's the workout. We're meeting at CrossFit OKC after for the drawing on the prizes. Sweet. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. Super excited.